because of the floor plan difference, right, that we see Principal Garden, which has the better floor plan, actually make profits of 730,000, while the Crest only makes around 247,000 in terms of profit. So buying a better layout actually results in 3 times more profit. And you can see both bought at around the same per square feet prices. Skip this video if you want sales talk. If you want the honest truth about floor plans today, keep watching.
Welcome back to another episode of Titus Honest Truth
HTHT. Before we start, do remember to like, share and subscribe to our channel and our social media. Do watch all our videos because it will encourage us greatly to create more of such content for you guys.
So today we'll be doing some detective and analysis work, Titus.
What kind of detective work are we doing?
So for today, what we'll be doing is analyzing and solving the mystery of floor plan for today.
Oh, interesting because I think usually when people buy property, they might neglect floor plan. They might just look at the headline, which is price.
Correct. So we do feel that floor plan is a bit underrated and maybe not many people realize that. But when you buy a house with bad floor plan, can actually make you lose hundreds or even millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars?
Yes, confirm, 100%.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So this is why if you are in the market for a property, stay tuned and continue watching and you will know what I mean later on.
Okay, let's go.
So for today, this is what we'll be discussing. First, we'll be discussing the evolution of floor plan. Because if you ask the older generations like our parents, when you ask them to buy a newer condo, right, what would be the first thing they say like this?
Small, small, small,
yes.
small.
There's only one word they will say. That's it, right? So this is the number one thing that they will say. So if we will explore the evolution of how floor plans have changed through the years.
Then we will also be looking at how choosing the right or the wrong floor plan can affect your profits. And last, we will also be sharing with you how you can pick the right layout to maximize your profit if you want to sell your property 4-5 years down the road.
So now we're going to look at how floor plans have changed through the years. And this is a quick timeline.
So we can see very clearly the true floor plan has decreased a lot since the early 2000s. Last time a 3-bedder was in the range of 2003 to 2006.
Yes, then we move on to the post-era of 2008, where you can see 3-bedders are coming at the size of about 900 to 1,002 square feet. This is when I think URA made a few new regulation change. Then developers basically stopped making houses with bay windows and planter boxes.
Because previously, I remember clearly, developer who builds bay window and planter boxes, these areas are exempted from development charge.
Correct.
So it's kind of like developer built for free, but then they can sell it.
Correct.
Right. So after they abuse it, I think URA step in and say that, hey, stop this nonsense of bay window and planter.
Correct.
So that's where we stopped seeing that.
Yes.
And then just recently in these few years, there's also another change.
Yes. So now we are moving on to the harmonization era. So currently in today's days and age, for newer condos, buyers no longer are required to pay for aircon latch and even for double volume ceiling. So now you can see for 3-bedder, the starting sizes goes to as low as 797 square feet.
Yes.
This was back then a 2-bedder or even 2 plus study sizing.
Yes, because the aircon latch sometimes we see, right, in the older developments can go as big as 10 to 12 square meters sometimes, which is like you put 3 compressor, then the rest of the space for what? No, you also cannot climb out. What?
Correct.
Right? But that's where sometimes we see people put their pail. I see before they put the inflatable float. They just dump it there. But you can't really use it.
Additional storage.
So over the years, basically, the true floor plan in terms of size, yes, has gotten smaller. But what we have failed to see is the efficiency of the space, the internal livable space. In fact, it has not gone down. Some has even gone up.
Yes. So this is the Trizon, which TOP in 2012, but still falls under the previous era of planter box and bay window. So 3-bedder 1894, what do you think?
1894 can be an inter-terrace size.
Yes, it's the equivalent land size.
It's really very big. But what I can see is big doesn't always mean better, because you can see, right, this development, the balcony is huge. This balcony is like a normal living and dining, right? And then you have the planter box. You see your bathroom also have planter box. There's bay window in all the bedrooms. So typically all these areas, right, is just for you to put your soft toy.
Yes.
right? Something like that. You just put there. Then you can't really use it, ma. People will always, ID will always say put cushion, then you can sit on top, read book and drink coffee lah.
But not so comfortable lah.
The idea is good lah, but you sit one time, two times, and then you stop
Don't want
already.
already,
Then
yes.
becomes a soft toy. So basically, all these planter boxes, bay window, you pay for them, but you can't really use them.
Yes, correct. So next, what we have is Quinterra, POP in 2009, and this one the developer never give chance. Why I say so? Because if you look at the whole surrounding of the layout,
Yes.
bay window everywhere is quite crazy. So this is basically in terms of space, maybe add up to about 300 to 400 square feet. Then if the PSF is at 1,000 PSF, right, you are essentially as a buyer paying 300k to 400k for space you cannot use.
So we can see that in the resale market, less and less resale buyers are willing to accept such design.
Correct.
So if we were to move on to today, we can see the regulation of this GFA harmonization layout. We are looking at 797 for a 3-bedroom unit. So last time, like Heike mentioned, 797 is a 2+ study or even a 2-bedder.
Yes.
Now, they can build 3-bedder. How come?
So now we look at how efficient this whole unit is. For 797, they get a tuck-away kitchen, a designated dining, dumbbell layout, and a common room can both fit a queen-size bed with a side table easily as well. So unit, yes, seems smaller, but still equally functional as before.
So now we have seen how floor plan can affect your profit, right? Sometimes buyers, they want to enter a condo. You have a good condo, good facilities, but layout is not the best. So because of this layout issue, it might affect your profits greatly. So first example we want to share is these 2 condos at around Redhill MRT. Both are not near MRT and they are side by side. So we do have the Crest and Principal Garden.
So on paper, you can see size-wise, both these 3 bedders are quite similar, both at about 1,002 square feet plus.
Yes.
But what is the most obvious thing that stand out to you, Titus, between these 2 floor plans?
First thing I see is the weird angles, the triangle shape lah.
Correct.
Like sometimes people don't like because sharp mah,
Yes.
right? Don't be pointed at mah. Then also in bedroom 2, right? There's a very cute balcony. It's like so small, but then you don't know really what you can do with the balcony. You go out and then do stretching.
Morning stretches.
Yeah, that's all.
So the odd shape are one thing, but on top of that, I realized for the Crest, right, they have 3 different balcony here. 1, 2, and 3.
Wow, you
Right.
must love outdoor for this house.
Yeah, many people feel 1 is more than enough. For this development, they have 3, right? Then on the other hand, on the right side, the Principal Garden 3-bedder, you can see a very fantastic layout, similar size, but this one is much more efficient and even gets a private lift.
So it makes the place feel more atas and luxurious, right? Better than having 3 balcony lah. At least I feel that the private lift, the foyer, add value to your resale.
Yes.
The 3 balcony, 1 hang clothes, 1 hang pants, 1 hang underwear.
Yeah, so it's a laundry space lah basically, right? So for the layout for the Principal Gardens, when your buyer comes, right, immediately what they see is this space. This is their line of sight. But for the Crest, when they come in, first you see your kitchen and then it's a narrow walkway. So you don't feel the space and it feels more cramped at the Crest as compared to Principal Garden.
And I think it's really because of the floor plan difference, right, that we see Principal Garden, which has the better floor plan, actually make profits of 730,000, while the Crest only makes around 247,000 in terms of profit. So buying a better layout actually results in 3 times more profit. And you can see both bought at around the same per square feet prices.
So this is why we are saying buying the right floor plan is super important, especially if you're buying for investment. So the next example we have these 3 condos near the Chestnut area, Eco Century, Tree House, and Foresque. So for these 3, we will be comparing 4-bedder layout between these 3. Right? So Titus, on paper, you can see these 2 layouts are very similar, Foresque and Eco Century.
Yeah, so both I see quite similar. They have 2 balconies, both have landscape living, and then both have a utility room.
Yeah, so on first glance, yes, both looks very similar, but it's when we zoom in into the details, right? So for example, if you have buyers coming in, how they have to walk is like this. They have to walk zigzag around the whole living and dining area. Because this dining area, there's no other location. You put here, you'll block this walkway. Then down here is also partially blocking the kitchen. So in terms of the location of dining table, right, it makes the whole living and dining area a bit more cramped for future resale buyers.
So the person sitting at the head of the dining table, right? If someone want to go to the kitchen and excuse me,
You have to keep standing up.
tuck in, excuse me.
Correct.
Like that, like dining in izakaya restaurant. Like that.
Correct. Same experience you get, but at your own house. And also you can see here for the eco-century for 4-bedder, they have a wet and dry kitchen. Something a bit more exclusive, which was lacking over at the Foresque 4-bedder.
I see. So we can see that one unit make 300,000 more than the other unit. In this instance, Eco-Century benefited more by choosing the right layout. 300,000 is a lot of money.
Yes.
But if you think that 300,000 is a lot, we want to show you the next example.
Yeah. So the last one what we have is tree house. So this time round, this 4-bedder at tree house earned 800k, which is twice
Wow.
the amount of Eco-Century. So previously those Eco-Century owners earned 400k, but why so, right? So because down here at tree house, you can see they have a dumbbell layout for this junior master. So for owners who have parents staying with them, so this is a bit better because the parents have their own room tucked away on the other side.
Yeah.
So it gives you a bit more privacy.
They can rest early, 8, 9 o'clock, they want to sleep, they can go and sleep, then you can do your things in your room, you won't disturb your parents lah.
Correct. So just now at Eco-Century, there was a balcony in the master bedroom, which is lacking here in tree house. Because of this, you can see the master here, you have a bigger space, you can put a king size bed, plus a vanity or a study table by the window.
So after going through all this analysis, now we want to see how we can use all this knowledge to help our viewers make the right selection in terms of layout when you buy your house.
So the first case study, we show how we help our clients identify these blind spots. So this was at Oral earlier on in the year.
Yes.
So these two floor plans look very, very similar. To be honest, it's just a difference of 2 square meter.
Honestly, 2 square meter, you can barely feel the difference. It's just like I stand here and you stand here, that's the space.
Yes, correct. So where the 2 square meter difference are at is basically the living and the study. So if you look at it that way, then yes, that's it. But if we were to pay attention to the small details,
Yes.
the small details here are the location of the washer. So on the left side, you can see the washer is here. However, the yard is over on the other side of the kitchen. So what this means is, let's say either you or your helper finish do laundry, have to put in a basket, then have to carry to the other side. Might sound like a small thing, but if you do this daily, you have to keep carrying, it becomes a burden. So on the other side, you can see the washer is placed directly beside the yard. So you don't have to carry anything on a day-to-day basis. So these are the small details that we help our client to identify the pain points so that they do not select the wrong layout when it comes to buying.
So it's very interesting, right? Because in new launches, we realize that buyers don't really pay so much attention to the layout, which is actually why we want to spend time doing this video to share with our viewers and how we always share with our clients to be aware of all these small little details, right? That can make a very huge difference in the resale market.
Yes. So the next case study, we will go a bit deeper. This is what we did for another client where we analyzed 3 new launches where they are all in the same vicinity.
So we have removed the name of the condo, so we just label them A, B, and C for comparison wise, right? So if you guys want to know which condo is it, or you guys actually know which condo is this, you can comment down below. So for condo A and B, both are new launches, and these are the transacted prices for the 4-bedder. So you can see it's ranging from 3.2 million to as high as 3.7 million.
So yes, then we were proposing this to our clients, another new launch, Condo C, which was harmonized. So what you see here are the available units not transacted. So you can see here in terms of pricing wise, is from 2.9 to 2.8. So basically what this means is, in terms of safety net,
just now was 3.7, now it's 2.9.
Yes. So it's about a 800k safety net for our clients. This is why we decided to share this with them.
But some people will still go and buy condo A and B because they feel that it's bigger.
Correct.
Even though it's more expensive.
Yes. So now we are going to look into the floor plan. So now we're going to compare condo A and condo C. So condo C is the one that we're proposing to our client.
So 3.7 million for condo A and 2.9 million for condo C.
Correct. So on paper, the difference in terms of square feet is about 300 plus square feet.
Okay.
Because it's 1005 and 1001.
Okay.
Which we can see can be quite significant. But now we put them side by side. Can you clearly see the difference, Titus, between condo A and condo C?
The left side one looks bigger lah.
Correct. So where is the space bigger at for the left side, Titus?
I will say it's the entryway and then of course the huge balcony lah. Other than that, the rest seems quite similar to me.
Correct. So the left side is condo A, which is 1005 square feet. Right. It is bigger, but like you said, the space is either here, here, and the additional bathroom comparing to condo C. So if at the same time, if we were to analyze the floor plan of condo A, you can see the dining table is down here. So when you have guests over and they are seated here, they will block the entryway. Yet again, inefficient layout.
Okay.
And then if you move on to the living, you can see these are all glass window, and then you have one wall here for your TV. So it's a bit weird. And if you want to watch TV, you have to close your curtain. If not, there will be constant glare coming from the window.
Yes.
Right?
So essentially, the buyer of this condo A actually paid 800,000 more for one more toilet and a bigger balcony lah.
Correct.
So in my opinion, 800,000 for that is really very, very expensive lah.
Yes.
Now we will talk about condo C, right? The buyer were to buy in at around 2.9 million. In order to make a profit, he sell at around 3.4, 3.5 million, which is actually a very good price. It's actually selling lower than what the condo A has paid in terms of today's pricing.
Correct. So when condo A sell in the resale market, they might struggle because they have to test a new all-time high.
So 3.7, I might want to sell 4.2.
Yeah, some people might not be able to accept. So end up they have to only sell at maybe 4 million.
Yes.
Which then equates to a 300k profit, which is much lesser. So now we move on to compare between condo B and condo C, right? So like I mentioned, both these are new launches, but for condo B, previously they paid 300 to 400k more, but the floor plan is lacking all the important features of having a 4-bedder. So firstly, for a 4-bedder, I think having a yard is super important. This 4-bedder in condo B do not have. So down here is the kitchen. So when you do your laundry, you have to walk all the way to the balcony.
So you imagine the house got 6 people living.
Correct.
Right? So every 2 days you do laundry. So every day the balcony will have 12 pair of underwears lah.
Yes, this is essentially your yard. It's an upgrade lah, but basically you cannot utilize your balcony for other purposes, which is a waste if you ask me.
Well, very uncommon not to have yard in 4 bedrooms.
Yes, and also if you see the dining table is located here. So what this means is, if let's say you have guests, they will yet again block the entryway to the kitchen. And like what you mentioned, you have to keep standing up and moving the chair.
Yes.
Like the izakaya lah. So these are small details which we feel is a pain point for condo B. And lastly, what I want to mention is the bedroom sizes. So you see down here, there's a junior master, followed by 2 common bedroom, plus a master. But if you see how small this master is, it feels like a
normal
common room. So basically, you are paying more as compared to condo C, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4 common bedroom.
Yes.
So to us, this is not something that we want because for 4-bedder, buyers should feel that this is a luxurious feel. So for condo B, it lacks a good master and even a common yard.
So because of the less efficient layout, the resale demand for condo B might not be as fantastic, and it's also going to be more expensive as compared to condo C. So for this video, it's just a little bit of sharing of how we look at layout. If you want actually more analysis of your own layout or probably what you are looking at, you can reach out to us via DM or via WhatsApp. Right? We will actually be glad to share our insights with you. So that's all we have for today's episode.
Do like, share and subscribe and watch our other videos.
Thanks for watching another episode of Hiker Titus Honest Truth. HTHT. Bye.